All right, thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, for staying tuned to UBC TV, where we get to inspire Uganda. It is the very last Monday in the month of April, so we need to understand that we are almost heading into the month of May, and you need to know what exactly you're looking to, more so in the issue of fighting up against poverty. I am Michael Senfuma Rwanda, your host today, and it is The Score where we get to give you the latest in the world of sport, both locally and internationally. I'm on the show with some two guests whom I'm going to give a chance to say hello to you before we can dwell into more sport. But just like we always tell you here, we always promote Ugandan sport because we buy Uganda and we build Uganda. For the goodness of Uganda, I want to take you to our guests right here. Next to me is a lady from the pool category. She goes by the name of Namuhanga, Juliet. Juliet, say hello to our dear viewers and where you really come from and why you're here at the moment.
Hello viewers, thank you for hosting us. My name's Namuhanga Juliet, a player of Mukono Pool Club. So I'm here because we are hosting the PAU tournament, which will be taking place on the 28th to the 30th of this month.
Okay. All right, then on my far left is Mr. Kyobe, coming in from the Pool Association of Uganda, and he's a very big official. He's been at UBC before, he's been at Star TV, and he's been around the UBC Corporation for some good time. Kyobe, we are very happy to receive you today.
I'm profoundly honored, as usual, to be hosted by UBC Television. I bring to you greetings from the Pool Association of Uganda, the mother body for running the sport of pool on behalf of the government, for whom I work as public relations officer. Here to preview and make a build-up to the PAU Grand Open Pool Championship happening this weekend.
Okay, I'll first of all start with the pool player who is going to be a part of the championship that will be starting this Friday, and it is going to be hosted here in Uganda. We have lots that we need to understand more so in the fraternity of pool. First of all, Juliet, we need to understand what is your history and how did you get yourself into the game of pool? Because back in time, a couple of ladies have been joining football, have been joining basketball, netball, but for you chose pool. Why pool of all sports?
Yeah, I chose pool because it was a sport of no stress.
Okay.
Yeah, I started playing pool in 2017 from a club called Anchors Club. It was based in Chitintali. So I used to watch those guys play and I was like, I think I can do it. So one of my mentors, Bukenya Moses, he was like, yes, you can give it a try. So I started playing with them from 2017, then 2018 I got a chance to play in the Nile. It was a Nile championship that was in Lugogo. And when I knocked out Mirembe Sharon in the quarterfinals, I was like, yeah, I have a long way to go. So that's why I started playing pool, and I always train a lot because I know you can earn something from pool. And I urge everyone who is out there, if you can as well train, if you have a lot of time, you can do each and everything, and let them expect a lot of performance this Friday.
Okay, someone out there is seeing you with a stick next to you. We need to understand something about this stick, because a person out there who does not know a lot about pool might not really know what you really have in there.
This is a pool chew stick. This is what you used for playing. Yes.
Okay.
You need this and you need chalk.
I saw you piling it up.
Yeah. This is a two-piece.
Okay. So what is the difference between a two-piece and a single piece? Because I've seen some people in some areas having a single cue, but yours is a two-piece. What is the difference?
The difference is this one is easier to carry because you can just fold it and put it back in your bag. And the one piece you have to carry it along because it's tall and it may break up. Anything like that can happen.
Okay. All right, now switching my mind to Mr. Kyobe. Mr. Kyobe, we understand that we have some guests who are going to be representing at the Grand Open that will be taking place on Friday. Please take us through some of the players and how ready the Pool Association of Uganda is ready to organize the championship.
Now, the Grand Open Championship is the first calendar event of the Pool Association of Uganda. Like, it's the new norm now. It's the one which sets the season rolling. This year's event is happening at Cass Bar and Restaurant in Kansanga. It's a 3-day event involving all of the cream players from within and even outside of Uganda.
What do you call cream?
Absolutely the best. From Kampala, Jinja, Mukono, Mbale, Rukunjiri, Mbarara, Kasese, Gulu.
How many local players do we have?
The association itself is a wide association, having actually different, because the association is into the roadmap to federate, and in order to federate, there are different associations which are going to federate into the new federation, which is coming up in a few months. Now, from those different associations from all over the country is where we gather the best players from each region of the country. They are the ones who participate in these big tournaments. From whom a champion will surely have been a champion of a national tournament. Now, this year's tournament, which is happening from this Friday on the 28th at Cas Bar and Restaurant in Kansanga, as expected, has so far attracted 135, only the best from all over the country, plus 10 coming from the Republic of Tanzania. They are coming to grace this event to participate and compete. The best from Tanzania, 10 of them, and 2 ladies, that is 12. And they are being flagged off by the Sports Ministry this afternoon. Then they start the journey. We expect them to reach here on Wednesday evening.
That is very lovely. And for anybody out there that is watching UBC TV at the moment, we need to let you know that in studios we are still joined by a gentleman and a lady from the Pool Association, and we are discussing lots that are going to be transpiring come Friday. Juliet, we need to understand who are some of those opponents that you feel might be into your way of walking away as a triumphant champion?
One is Mutes Rashida. Second is Naiga Lukia, and the third one is Ankashila.
So how have you prepared yourself to go battle them up?
I don't know this time around, but let them expect a great performance from me, because they always beat me whenever they find me 7-0 or 6-0. So it wasn't favoring me at all, but this time around, I got you.
That is very nice. Still, we need to let you know that a couple of players will be representing from Uganda, 100 and plus. Then not forgetting the national team players who will be coming into the individual category to represent the Republic of Tanzania will also be right here in Uganda come Friday, where we shall be seeing the Grand Open taking place down in Kansanga. Mr. Kyobe, we need to understand, because there are some fans out there that would love to come and probably watch the game or watch the sport taking place. Is it are there some taxes that are supposed to be paid at the entrance before anybody can access the venue? Yes,
the sport generally is getting commercialized, but you need to understand that in order for the Pole Association to limit numbers, a small fee of 5,000 shillings is being charged on entrance, apart from the players and club chairmen.
Is that a way of limiting numbers?
It both limits numbers and brings in some money both to the association. It's the much needed money. You know, we are also just coming out of the COVID season. This is the year in which we are actually coming full blast from COVID, because we are going to have the biggest ever pool season that we have had in years. After this event, we shall be rolling off the pool league. We also expect a multitude of leagues from the different regions of the country. The different associations, a pool league in Gulu, a pool league in Toro, a pool league in Mbale, a pool league in Jinja, different regions of the country, from whom we expect to have playoffs at the end of the year, from which we shall determine the overall national champion. We also expect to have the rebirth of the National Open Pool Championship this year. The good news is that negotiations with our sponsors are, I would say, at 85% fulfillment. So we expect that even the remaining 15% will come to pass, and we shall have the National Open this year. We are also going to have the African Championships for the national team in late October this year.
Before we get there, I've had some federations come out to send a big cry to government and to a couple of individuals, could be sponsors, about the finances. How have you managed to collect the finances and probably make this happen? Because in the first place, I've heard people saying that National Council of Sports doesn't give them some good money. Is it the same with the Pole Association of Uganda?
Like all other federations that govern sports, of course, the biggest outcry is finance. We are not any different. We face the challenges, and they are real. What we do is to try and do our part by complying to the mother body, the National Council of Sports. We submit our audited books, we submit our calendar of events, we submit our membership, we invite them to our assemblies, and they come to witness and then give guidance. We do all that we are supposed to do, and then we leave it to them to fulfill their part. We also pay, you know, membership to the international bodies as demanded by council. Okay. We participate in international championships, and above all, we perform. We are one of the best performing sports. We are almost assured of bringing gold every year. We are the 2-time African champions in the ladies category.
Still discussing continental pool. You've been taking us into the bracket of African Championship that will be coming through later this year. Yeah. Please break it down for us, and what should a player do to qualify for the Africa Pool Championship?
To be part of the national team, because it's the national team that is being moved by the Pool Association of Uganda, and it's you have to be a member of the association by belonging to a pool club and participating in the pool league.
So someone like Kamoga Stephen cannot come from wherever
unless it's too exceptional.
Be a part of it.
Now here I come. If Kamoga Stephen is good enough, let him try and bring his skills to the Grand Open Pool Championship happening this weekend. Come and show what you can deliver on table. From there, if he's good enough indeed, he will catch the eye of the association, because it is open to all Ugandans who are able to play, because you represent the country as you're playing. Okay. And then after the African Championships, that will be in Johannesburg, there will be even a bigger international event which will have international participation from in and outside of Africa. Actually, all big playing black ball countries of the world. It's called the Howley Cup. And it will be happening in Johannesburg 2 weeks after the Africa Championships.
All right. Still discussing the issue of the Grand Open that will be taking place on Friday. We're going to be running from Friday to
Sunday.
Friday to Sunday.
Friday to Sunday. Okay, that is lovely. So a person out there that would love to come and watch has to pay 5,000 on Friday, 5 on Saturday, and 5 on Sunday.
Exactly.
Yeah, but imagine paying 5,000 for either of the days to watch the best quality of pool you can watch from. So, even on the continent, especially some of our players are among the very, very finest on the African continent.
Okay, I'm one of those people that think games like this one should be taken to the grassroots, or probably secondary schools, or probably universities. How far has the association tried to take this to schools and probably nurture players that we can take to the national team in a few years after?
You are extremely right. It's a big challenge that we have to take. Not only pool, but all other sports have to have grassroots at the school level. The only challenge is that pool, being at the top, it has a little bit of that thing of being known as a bar sport. That's why we are also trying our level best to take it out of the bar, to use stadia, to use halls, as such that it will be more attractive for parents to allow their children to play it even at schools. Yes. And it's for that reason that we are now starting from up downwards. In the universities, we have already...
Because I feel at schools, you simply need to take a pool table and probably get where to place it. Could be in a main hall, could be in a resource center.
We are popularizing. Yes, we even have an officer on the executive committee in charge of that. Okay. The schools and higher institutions of learning, but we are now taking an approach of starting from up downwards. In the universities, we have already planted our roots. We are on the inter-university games calendar.
Okay, and
after popularizing at the university level, then we shall come to the school level, because you have to be also mindful that in schools, most of them are people who are under 18, and some parents are not very comfortable with learning pool at that age. Okay. Because they need to be helped to make some of the decisions anyway.
All right. Juliet, will please take us through what a good pool player should do probably to keep themselves into the line of being champions? Because I see you're one of the people that are so much into the sport of pool. What should someone do to make sure that they can maintain the value of being a champion, or probably being a champion year in, year out? There is a friend of mine in Suramatovu. I think you've seen him before. Please give us your experience of probably making it from 2017 to date.
It hasn't been an easy journey at all. You know, you're always beaten. You played many tournaments. You don't win anything. You don't even reach in the money brackets. It's not something very easy, but all you have to do, you have to train a lot, by the way. If you want to win, train a lot. And you have to put in a lot of efforts.
Okay.
Yeah, because many challenges that people face, you know, you have to go to a bar, put in a 500 shilling to play a game, and when you lose, you have to wait for 5 people, then you play again. That wouldn't help. If you want to be a champion, you have to be, anyway, most of them own tables. Yeah, they are get convenient time, go and train. So when you train a lot, you can earn a lot out of it.
Okay. Have you tried to train some young people out there in Mukono? Because I feel you're one of the good ladies playing pool in Mukono. Have you tried to train some players down there?
Not really, I haven't started yet. But I think with time to come, we shall.
So you want to win alone?
Yes. First want to be a champion, then I will train others to be a champion. You can't train someone when you're not a champion, you see? Okay. Yeah.
Mr. Kyobe, as we wind up rally, please tell Ugandans, or try to throw some more light onto the event that is going to be taking place on Friday. Tell them whatever they need to listen to and whatever they need to know about the championship coming up on Friday. Retell them about the money is supposed to be paid, where exactly, how many players are going to be there, and things like that.
Dear Ugandans, the sports-loving fraternity of the country, especially the game of pool, the young people, I know you love this game so much. It is easy to watch, easy to follow, easy to learn, and easy to play, and it's the most scattered sport in the country. It has the biggest amount of stadia. There are as many pool tables as the total number of playing facilities for all other sports combined. That is how spread out we are. Now we have this championship, the Grand Open Championship, the initial. To become a pro player, you need to be associated to the organizing body. These are some of the events you can start to play. Even if you do not yet have a club, you can come. If you feel you have the playing skills, please come to Cass Bar and Restaurant. But before you can come as a fan, but if you want to play, you can reach our social platforms inbox.
Do you still have time to register?
Yes, you still have. The registration deadline is Wednesday when the draws are held.
Okay, so Kamoga can probably register.
He can register if he has the skills. He can. I can go with his details. He will be registered, and I will tell him whatever he has to do. Now,
what if I come without a queue? Can I be helped with one?
You can be helped with one there, but to be an organized player, you don't go to a garden without a hoe.
Okay.
You don't go to school without a pen and book. A cue is really part of you. You can see it is what defines her as a pool player. She moves with hers. Now, when you participate in championships like this is the start of your journey as someone who can professionalize as a pool player. Just like any other sport, pool is a way of life. And pool can sustain you just like any other sport. Once you are talented enough, you feel you are talented, please come be part of the Pool Association of Uganda. And to the sponsors out there, pool is one of the sports which is played by people who are happy, people who are ready to invest their money. And once you invest your money in pool, you are sure that you will get some returns on investment. It's why you really need to come. We need you as much as you need us. It's also a way of entertaining and employing the youth, because we organize, apart from these official tournaments, there are a number of tournaments which go on, and they are all to the benefits of the players. So if you come in as sponsors, as our mother government, and you help this sport, it is a very widely played and supported sport.
Okay. Still, I need to understand something from you before I get back to Juliet. Talking about the issue of sponsors coming on board, and then players coming through for the Grand Open that will be taking place on Friday. What is at stake? Could be a trophy, could it be a cash prize, or some medals?
Now, for the ladies, for each category there will be trophies That is a trophy for the winner.
So we have the ladies category.
Yes, and men's category. Ladies play amongst ladies and men play amongst.
So we don't have the mixed championship anywhere?
In the local events we don't have it, but players do train mixed category, and internationally it is there and it has its own awards.
Okay, so you need to introduce it.
Yes,
for the good of our players and the national team.
Now, apart from trophies and medals, there are ranking points for the best performing players. These are the championships which earn you ranking positions, and it's your ranking position which anyway makes you a national player if you want to be part of the national team you are talking about. There are also cash prizes for the ladies. You are defeated in the quarterfinals, you walk away with your 50,000. You are number 4, you walk away with 125,000. Number 3, 250,000. Number 2, 500,000, and number 1, 1 million shillings.
Okay.
For the men, ×2 of each of those prizes.
Why do you do it that way?
The men are register in bigger numbers.
Why do you give the ladies very little sums of money?
Our roadmap is to equalize the prizes for the ladies and men, say, as a sign of equity among the genders, but financially right now it's not yet viable. However, in some of the bigger tournaments, for instance, the last time we had the National Open, there was a car for a lady, a car for the man. It's where we are going, but just that right now, even in terms of the number of participants, the ladies are way less. The challenges the ladies go through to play a sport like pool are understandable. They are for everyone to see. That's why their numbers are not as big as for the men. That's why even their prizes are not very big compared to the men. But that's where we are going.
Okay. Juliet, as we wind up, please send your last remarks to everybody out there watching, and please call upon all Ugandans, call upon everybody that is watching the score, because people are watching us from different parts of the world. So you need to call upon people. You never know. People could fly in and watch you play come Friday.
Hey everyone, I'm calling you all upon, come and support us, come and watch the game of pool. To be full of fun. We expect a lot of performances from all the best players, most of the players coming from Tanzania. So we expect they are going to put up a better performance. So come on, come all.
All right, that is all we have for you coming in from the pool fraternity. I also add my voice to Mr. P.R. Kyobe, then the player in Juliet. I also add my voice to them and call upon everybody out there that is watching. It is only 5,000 at entrance to be part of this. So it will be starting on Friday, then climaxing on Sunday. You need to be right there and also judge. You need to see how the shots are taken. You need to see how people can lose with no black, because that is something I know. That is some of the titles I know in the pool fraternity. And then some of the players, I need to salute everybody that has tried to put some money into the sport of pool. Waswakaiya, very good friend of mine. Thank you very much for being a part of pool. Yeah, he's been covering pool for a very long period of time.
Pool for long. Got an accident because of covering pool.
Yeah,
I've not seen dedicated journalism like that guy. Now I sign off by passing a vote of thanks to the management of UBC Television and the entire UBC Corporation for always granting us the opportunity to sell our sport to the outside world, granting us this state-of-the-art studio facility to sell our sport to the world. We cannot take it for granted. I also thank you in particular for being this eloquent while meeting us for the first time. I'm also a fan of you and your entire family, the sports background that you have. Your late dad means so much to us as sports lovers.
Like, I also want to be a part of the pool association. Never know. Sometime I will come through as a player.
Are you ready for the embarrassment?
Yeah, I'll be ready for everything. No black. I know no black happens, but it really hurts in the sport of pool. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, we want to go for a very short break, but when we return, we shall have lots of sport to discuss. We have lots of sport coming in from the Uganda Premier League. We have a lot to discuss in the FA Cup, English Premier League, and lots more. Don't go away as we return.